welcome back to IOYC, where I will help improve other YouTubers' channels. So in today's episode, we will react to one of the YouTuber that is called Acerthorn. But Acerthorn has 2k subscribers. You are not even equivalent to his subs count. No one actually gives a shit because there is nothing wrong with people critiquing someone with a big following. Travis Scott has a huge following, but that doesn't mean people can't critique him about the situation in Astroworld. So if you are new here, welcome. I have done one of the IOYC on my previous episode where I am actually giving advice to Resident Roleplay's Respite, also criticism. And after that, he listened to my advice and his content is getting better. I mean, like, bro, just look at it. He already got 325 subscribers. Before that, I'm actually like critiquing him when he was like 49 or 46 subscriber. And yeah, he actually changed all of his thumbnails and everything works great. I'm really proud of this dude because he actually listened to criticism. And yeah, I just hope Acerthorn will be like this. So for those of you who don't know who Acerthorn is, in his description, he described his channel to be making hilarious let's plays, informative exploit demonstration, and in-depth story analysis. And he tell everything about his favorite genres, and feel free to subscribe, and his Twitch channel, also his channel growth milestone, and also a disclaimer, all videos on this channel and my Twitch channel, including all live streams, are my property and copyright by him. So I know most of you guys will ask me, why you want to give a criticism to someone that you don't know and you are not familiar with? Well, I actually saw one of his video and I actually comment on his video. Do you know the definition of criticism? Yes, I know criticism can be both toxic and civil. What? Do you believe that criticism is inherently toxic? Do you believe there is literally no such thing as civil criticism? When you log on to the internet, no one gives a shit about whether you are being civil or not. People on the internet can hate you for whatever reason they want, and also they can like you for whatever reason they want. So the thing we are doing as a YouTuber is basically making a representation to the public. And let me tell you, the public or the people that watch your representation, not all gonna like you. They can do anything to you. They don't give a single fuck, since they can be anonymous, they can be someone who probably is your friend you don't know. They don't give a fuck if they are being civil or not. In the previous point, I stated that people can do anything or comment on anything about you, Acerthorn. So what can you take away from this? I will tell you how I handled one of the criticism that I got. Dude, are you retarded or something? LMFAO, that speech impediment makes it impossible to watch. Learn to fucking talk, buddy. From someone who is not actually speaking English, and I'm not a native English speaker. Of course, I had trouble speaking English all the time, but I still learn English due to that comment. And the first thing that I learned is not to take it personally, because I believe that dude literally being genuine, even though he dropped the worst comment ever. But still, I do believe that is actually a criticism. And what I did after that, welcome to my desktop, I'm actually turning that comment into my wallpaper. As you can see right here. He even asked me, am I retarded or something? Any type of criticism that have been given to you, or any type of comments, the first thing that you need to learn is don't give a shit about your own emotion. Just look at the positive side and try to improve from there. This is one of his comments where he actually took it personally. Someone commented on him named Taylor Gregg. Dude, Kritosis isn't upset at you for your opinion of the game. He is upset because you are factually incorrect in many of your assertions about the game. You are literally just not even listening to the criticism. I don't really care about the drama between Kritosis versus Acerthorn, but the way he responds is, oh, I'm listening to criticism. I'm just saying that Kritosis is a goddamn filthy liar when he says it's not about my opinions. I already provided irrefutable proof in this video that is just the fact that I don't like the same games as him. That proof comes at 2:13 to 28. There's your proof, now shut up. On your first reply, you actually say, oh, I'm listening to criticism. And then you actually say on the same reply, there's your proof, now shut up. You cannot saying that I'm listening as criticism and then told people to shut up. People can agree whatever the fuck they want because it is their opinion. It's so weird that you can have your own opinion, but when people have opinions on you, you actually just shit on yourself. I will expect that Acerthorn will answer something like this, but that's already the proof. I already given the proof and everything. saying, no, I don't want to talk about your fucking drama with Critosis. I'm talking about that you can actually handle criticism at this point. Really, you actually saying that you're listening to criticism while simultaneously told that people to shut the fuck up. And I do believe that you actually took this personally. If you don't took it personally, you will answer something like, yes, I'm actually listening to criticism. However, I don't think that Critosis is right here because I have the proof where he actually telling something about this and this and this. And then leave that be. If you're answering in that way, I mean like treat people professionally with a level of respect, people will respect you and also people will not hate you easily. By looking at those comments, I feel like I don't want to comment on your video and I don't feel like I'm welcome to your channel because I can see your true colors. Frankly speaking, you took it too personally. Well, you may actually drive me away if you take that personally, but what about the new viewers as well as your existing fans? Don't you suppose they have the same feelings as I do? So after he responds to my question, I'm actually reply back, which is I'm actually saying this. You assuming I believe that criticism is inherently toxic. How do you know that? You literally call him toxic when I see it as legit criticism and blah 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 blah. You can see right there. So I don't really care about the okay for this video. I don't want to talk about the Critosis versus Acerthorn. So this one, I actually comment something right here. But when I'm going incognito, my fucking comments are fucking disappeared. However, in my channel, I can see my comments still. So this means he actually, I don't know what it's called, shadow ban me, I guess. Shadow banning, also stealth banning, ghost banning, or comment ghosting is the practice of blocking or partially blocking a user or their content. Yep. He's shadow banning me. When you start shadow banning people, you are actually showing that you can handle any type of criticism and also that you are faking your environment on your channel. It is understandable that you just want to make a YouTube video and look at the comments without worrying about the hate and all that. And I know that only certain comments that show positivity on your channel will not be deleted. However, in my situation, when I comment, it is not deleted, but when I reply, I get shadow banned. This is where you took it too far, because it is another way of telling me to shut the fuck up. I know why you limited the comment section and showed positivity, but believe me, you don't need to delete or block the comments, even if they are harassment. If you don't block or delete the comments, your channel will become interesting and you will prove to people that you can handle any type of hate. Just ignore it. If you don't ignore it, you don't need to give more attention to your haters. Any action that you take in response to the comments, even if you believe they are toxic, you still give attention to the haters. Any actions, what I mean, you delete the comments, you respond to personally, anything that related with your haters that you believe to be toxic. I want to let you know your fans subscribe to you, or your subscriber mostly subscribe to you due to your content and not to your haters. I believe you need to learn more to bring a lot of engagement through your fans rather than with your haters. Okay, for these points, I need to have your video to be in it. So I'm really sorry if I'm using your video without your permission. However, I need to play this video just for the sake of teaching you.
People criticize me because I supposedly can't admit when I'm wrong. To rectify this, I started my corrections series on YouTube, but then when I posted my corrections, people still shit all over me. They criticize me for having made the mistake in the first place, and whenever I make a correction on a popular game I don't like, the video's like to dislike ratio takes a huge tanking compared to when I corrected myself on games I still enjoyed. That only confirms my earlier theory that you're really just butthurt about me not liking these games and my supposed mistakes are just a pretext to justify your anger. So I'm sorry, but it seems that my corrections series is now cancelled since it's fixing something that was never a problem in the first place.
If you believe that your correction series is correct, just do it. Most people who come to your channel are not butthurt. You said that you got a huge tanking when you made the video about the popular game that you dislike. But when it comes to the game that you like, they will get more likes than the dislikes. It is obvious that people who come to your channel want you to enjoy the game they are playing. The dislikes that you got are not a bad thing. It is just a simple way to say, I still disagree with your points even if you make a correction series. People are not fucking butthurt. And also, if you realize the video that I show you, you can see that he took it personally.
That only confirms my earlier theory that you're really just butthurt about me.
He doesn't want to get critiqued, and it also sounds like he is not pleased when people criticize him.
People criticize me because I supposedly can't admit when I'm wrong. They'll shit all over me. They criticize me for having made the mistake.
Stop it. The fuck are you doing? Just honestly, what the fuck? People disagree with you. It's not a bad thing. I don't see like and dislike ratio as a bad thing, even though it affects the algorithm. Most of your audiences that watch your analysis video of the game are those who have never played the game, as well as those who enjoy the game and also believe the game is enjoyable. They are trying to give their opinion to make sure you don't miss the part where the game will be enjoyable. You need to get this straight. When you dislike games that you don't like, the majority of people who are still enjoying the game will defend the game so much that they're trying to disassemble your points. You need to expect this from the start before you publish your video. To conclude lesson 1, what you need to learn here is to accept any type of criticism. No one gives a shit about whether it is civil criticism or toxic criticism. Criticism is a criticism. Don't take all the criticism too personally and look at the things that the viewers want you to improve. Again, criticism is criticism, even when it is toxic criticism. If you get harassment or hate comments, don't respond to them, just let them be. Stop or minimize deleting your viewers' comments and shadow banning them. Your fans are still watching you, so don't do a lot of engagement with the haters, but try to make engagement with your fans that actually like your content. You don't need to worry much about the like to dislike ratio. If you believe you are being yourself, then do the content that you want to make, but tune your attitude. Because after this, if you don't learn all the points that I already showed to you, what you need to learn, you will get butthurt for my next points that I'm gonna bring. So if you get offended, stop, pause the video, don't watch it, try to wait for 3 days or 4 days, and don't take too personally, I'm just giving a criticism. When you conduct an in-depth analysis, I expect you to fully investigate the subject, and you need to try your best to be the third person or have a general perspective. Even though you put in your disclaimer that your in-depth analysis is your opinion and that you as a human can also be biased, most of your videos lack a general perspective and most of the points come from your opinion. Which make me think, you are supposed to change your description from in-depth analysis to brutally honest analysis, because I believe that is way more fitting in your description. If I hear the phrase in-depth analysis, as I say, I expect you to fully investigate and have a general perspective. I can show some of the examples of why you are not more into in-depth analysis, but rather than you are more into brutally honest analysis. Like one of the example, this video game is too brown.
Primary gripe with the graphics in Fallout New Vegas is the same as my primary complaint with the graphics in The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. There's too much brown. Everywhere I go, I see virtually nothing but brown. Brown ground, brown roads, brown buildings, even brown clothes on people.
The way he said it in this video makes it sound like he really hates the color brown. It's like the color brown has a correlation with terrorists. While you could have said, I don't like the color theme in this game because it's not eye-catching. But that is just my personal opinion. Some of you may like it and some of you may not like it. If you make it sound like that, sound like way more calm, I'm probably gonna give you a sub. But because of the way you actually talk like that, it sounds like the color brown is the one that started the World War I and also World War II. What did the color brown ever do to you, Acerthorn? Okay, I do really get it. The color brown is not eye-catching. I do understand you, Acerthorn. However, try to be more professionally calm while talking. Because when you say that, it sounds like you really hate brown and told people not to play this game because the color brown. It sounds more like that. So if you put your title or in your banner or in your description that you call that video as a brutally honest analysis, I can agree with that. But for this one, since you made it like in-depth analysis, it's not even sound like in-depth analysis at all. When he's not fully investigate the game, you will know the in-depth analysis is fucked up because it's not even sound like in-depth analysis at all. Because if you went in-depth analysis, you should fully investigate the game. The one that I found that is extremely blatant.
Hey, here's a crazy idea. Instead of keeping that bill of sale locked inside a safe, why don't you just, I don't know, burn it? Who the hell keeps a clear paper trail of his criminal exploits? Any reason for that at all? It literally serves no purpose other than to provide the player character with a means of proving he did it. If you want an example...
If you read the bill of sale, you can actually see the statement right there. The claim to which shall be guaranteed by possession of this document. So, you should read everything before you try to comment on something. This is where you can see him doing a poor job of analyzing, but he is brutally honest about it. At this point, it's not even analysis. He should change the description into my opinion and brutally honest review. In conclusion, Acerthorn has a huge problem with handling criticism and getting into in-depth analysis. If you are not listening to my criticism, the one thing that is very simple to do is to change your banner and your description to brutally honest review rather than in-depth analysis. I hope you will improve after watching this video and also learn to have a general perspective and how to do critical thinking, because the moment I watched your video, you never went into critical thinking. I have one video from Jordan Peterson in my description for you to learn critical thinking. And also, again, even you try to demand civil criticism, no one can actually do that. Criticism is a criticism. People will give you criticism in any other way, even though it's rude or whatsoever. So yeah, I hope you learn from that and end this video with a song. Okay, so this song is for Acerthorn, but I don't know, just make a song for him, you know, to give him a little bit of motivations, I guess. Yeah. Oh. Don't take your shit too personal. Don't take your shit too personal. Whoa. Too personal. Don't take your shit too personal. Don't take your shit too personal. Yeah, too personal.
I mean, I know lots of people who've been staggeringly successful and watched them throughout my life. I mean, those people, you don't want to have an argument with them. They'll just slash you into pieces. And not in a malevolent way. It's like, if you're going to make your point and they're going to make their point, you better have your points organized, because otherwise you are going to look like and be an absolute idiot. You are not going to get anywhere.
Listen to that, Acerthorn. If you're trying to make a point, you better think twice, or you will actually look like an idiot.